Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, good afternoon. Right now, we from Group 5 will be represent about job search writing. And what is actually job search writing? Job search writing is all the thing that you need to applying for a job. And right now, before we go to the first material, I want to introduce all the member of the group 5, which is me, Ulfat Ramadian, and also there is Echin Septia, Galuh Anggraini, Piara Tri Amanda, M. Rizky Ramadan, and also Andri Satria. For the first material, will be delivered by Andri Satria about prepare for an application. For Andri Satria, time is yours.
Okay, I will explain about the job description. The following job description uses a non-action verb. Non-action verb. Was the boss of a team of 6 service employees? The job description below uses an action verb. Supervise a team of 6 service employees. The job description using a non-action verb is less concise. It's content-centered and it focus action on a form of the verb to be or was. B. General advice. The first, answer the question that are asked. Tell a story, be specific, find an angle, concentrate on your opening paragraph, tell what you know, don't include some subject, do some research if needed, write well and correctly, and the last, avoid places. The next material about what is an action verb. An action verb express achievement or something a person does in a concise, persuasive manner. You should use action verb in workplace writing because they make sentence and statement more concise. Science concise writing is easier for readers to understand, it more reader-centered. The following job description uses a non-action verb was the boss a team of 6 service employees. Okay, I think enough for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Andri Satria, for deliver such a brief materials about prepare for an application. Right now, let's move to the second material about cover letter. And this material will be delivered by Piara Tri Amanda. Piara Tri Amanda, time is yours.
Okay, here I want to explain you about cover letter. Cover letter is a document sent with application letter and curriculum vitae (CP) to provide additional information about your experience. Cover letter have a structure. First, heading. Next slide. In heading, provide your contact information like name, address, phone number, place, and date of birth. And then at the date you are writing the letter. The last, include the address of the company. In introduction, you give a greeting to the person you are sending the letter to. Example, there's a human resource development company XXX. And then state the position you are applying for and where you heard about it. And state why you believe you are a good match for the position and the organization. Next slide. In argument or body, you provide qualification that show you are matched for the job at the company and give specific example about your experience or skill related to the job that the company needs. And the last, closing. You close with a strong reminder of why you are a good match for the job and the organization. Request an interview in some way. Thank you the person for reading your material and sign your name and print it underneath. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for Piara Tri Amanda that just explaining to us about cover letter and also the structures of cover letters. So now we're gonna move to the next materials about cover letter 2, which is about preparing to write a cover letter. This material will be delivered by Rizky. So Rizky Ramadan, time is yours.
Next. Okay, I will explain about researching job position. In order to impress prospective employers when writing a cover letter, you must first know what they are looking for in candidate. First, the advertisement carefully. Second, research the corporate website, read and try to understand their mission statement. The third, call insider, people that work with the company. And the last, refer to your university care center if you are at college. Okay, next. Reading job ads. One way to learn about a company and what it values is to carefully read the job ad. Job advertisement describe the qualification and skills a company is looking for in a candidate. Here are some tips to help you pull important information from a job. The first, identify and circle keyword in the ad, what the signal, what an employer considers as important. The second, list how you can use the skill qualification and perform the required duties. And the last, list proof of specific skills by describing an experience it's which you gained use that skill. Okay, next. Communicating with insider, talking to actual employees of a company is an excellent way to learn what the company looks for in candidates. There are a couple of ways to go about this. The first, talk to someone you know in the company. The second, call the company to ask for information. Start by explaining that you plan to apply for a job and would like to know more about the company. They might send you information in brochure and letters. Thank you from me.
Okay, thank you so much for Rizky Ramadan for delivering about cover letter 2. But right now, the cover letter 2 isn't finished and will be continued by Galuh Anggraini. For Galuh Anggraini, time is yours.
Thank you for the moderator. Here I will discuss the material researching companies. One way to learn about a company or non-profit educational institution and their values in their employees and their work result is to read the company's website. Here are some tips on how and what to the research. The first, use a research engine like google.com if you don't know a company web address. The second, type the name of the company into the search bar and it should take you the site. The third, like look for keyword describing the company and its employees. The last, remember that repeat word reveal particularly strong values. You might want to talk about these values in your cover letter. Once you find example of the skill and qualification the company values, you know what skill to describe in your cover letter. Next. The next material, using university career center. Most universities have a career center to help their student population with the transition to the professional world. Because of their connection to different business and industries, a career center may be a good place to ask about a company values. There are really two connections to search for. The first, ask if the employees at the career center know anything about the company you are interested in. The second, ask if the university has connection with that company. The last, if the career center has no connection with the company, they might be able to point you in the right direction to learn more and prepare to write your cover letter. I think enough for me.
Okay, thank you so much for Galuh Anggraini by delivering the preparation about cover letters. And now we gotta move to the next materials about scannable resume. And this material will be delivered by Achin Septia. For Achin Septia, times is yours.
Okay, thank you for moderator. Here I will explain about scannable resume. Scannable resume can be viewed computer using the ATLAS document imaging technology, now as optical character recognition or OCR, allowing employers to store resume in database and search through many applicants electronically. As a personal summary of your professional history and qualification, a scannable resume is the same a traditional resume. And then a scannable resume include information about your goals, education, work experience, activity, honor, and any special skill you might have. The two most important elements of a scannable resume. The first is use keyword that appear in the job description in describing your qualification. Use more phrases and nouns than action verbs. For example, inside of writing a design promotional material. Use a noun such as promotion designer of promotion. Use only those abbreviations that are familiar with your field of study. Create a keyword, a summary section at the beginning of your resume. The second most important element of scannable is format. Note that it is acceptable to have 1.5-page resume. Left justify the entry document. Place your name at the top of the page on it online. Use standard address format below your name. If you have more than one address, one should be placed on top of the other, and list each phone number on it online. Avoid vertical and horizontal line, graphic and box or tables. Avoid using special character such as bold, and then avoid punctuation as much as possible. The computer might not recognize a word with a comma or period after it. If you must have punctuation, be sure it does not attach the word. For example, you can see a picture in PowerPoint. And the last material is career objective statement. One of the first thing an employer read is your objective statement. Include the title of the position for which you are applying, the skill you have for that position, and what makes you an asset for the particular company. Your resume should prove that your objective statement is true, and the statement tell the employer what kind of job you are looking for and in what way you are qualified to hold it. Ask yourself this question to get started on objective statement. Okay, for example, you can see picture objective assistant brand management position for an international retailer. Okay, thank you for me. I back to moderator.
Okay, thank you so much, Achin Septia, for delivering to us about scannable resume. And now we gotta move to the next, for the last material about sections in scannable resume that will deliver by me. So next. Okay, so now there is an education. Okay, so in this section, you should provide the name of your school, the major, minor, and GPA that you get, and also the graduation date. And then if you have experience about study abroad, you can put that thing on your education section as well. And also, You can put relevant coursework that you are taking, such as business writing, accounting, finance, organizational behavior, statistic, database management. And also, if you have a computer skill, you can put that thing on the education sections, like Visual Basic, Microsoft Access, Microsoft Word, Excel, and any other things. Like you can see, the picture on this side is the example of the education section that they put the name of the university and then also the years of they are in that school and also the current GPA that they have. And then next. And for the next sections in Scan Algorithm is that experience. And then in this section, you can begin with the most recent position and list the company and locations and also the title. And then don't forget to highlight the position or that you have that the most relevant to the job that you want to apply. And if you are have a work job that actually not really relevant to the job that you want to apply, make sure to emphasize that the thing that you do at that job, that something that could relate to the job that you want to apply. And also make sure to use past tense if you are not longer in that job. And but if you and then don't forget to use current, interesting, or working for the company. And then also do not exaggerate or lie about your job duties. And then for the last is use parallel verbs. And next. So you can see at this slide this is the example of the experience, and then he put the recent position or the recent experience that he got. Next. Okay, for the last sections in the scannable resume, you can put achievement and honors. Achievement is honors is you can put the activity that display your leadership ability as well as your communication skill in group involved. And then it's mean when you have this achievement and honors, the employers think that you are well-rounded individuals. And also, employers sometimes seek students who are involved with campus activities, including activities on your resume. Also suggest that you are able to go work on multiple projects successfully and demonstrate leadership experience. This is also the sections where the student mentioned academic honor, such as if you have ever been the dean list or belonging to honor societies. Have you won any awards or scholarship or received a rise or the other promotion? So you can see the picture on these slides is the example of awards and honor. I think this is the last materials about these presentations. So thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.